here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Freebooters franchise here in year number 5. Last episode, we managed to... As I was saying last episode, we managed to edge out the Moonstars in a very close contest 6-5 as our bullpen held on to get the victory behind Ariel Beefy. Today we're going to face the undefeated Sawteeth here, who come to this matchup 5-0 as we send rookie Pat Griffin to the hill to face them and try and stop their winning ways. Griffin, of course, did get injured in his first start with a line drive to the face. He did get the win, though, in that start, 2.35 ERA and a 104 whip. On the other side, it is the ever-present Thrash Allmeyer, the number 2 pitcher for the Sawteeth. No record, a 2.84 ERA and a 1.42 whip. Here's a good lineup today's game. Woody leads off at third, followed by Pitts at first, Ho at catching, Jennings in center locked in, Burnside in right locked in, Reliable at shortstop, Brown DHing, Polbean in left, and Salmon at second base. Tense. Let's jump into the action here and have a good time. Alrighty, we're back home again. This is going to start, I think, a 3 or 4 home game stand here, so hopefully we can use this to our advantage and keep our momentum going. We're sitting at 3-2 right now. We're in the division lead, but it's only a half-game lead, so we need to keep winning in order to stay out in front. Should be an interesting matchup. It looks like the Sawteeth have used their defense and contact and speed in their bullpen to secure their wins. They don't have a lot of pop in the lineup, and their rotation's only average at best. Interesting formula. All right. Take a look at their lineup here as Trips, Stokes, and Compton are up first here against the rookie Pat Griffin. Trips leading off the DH, hitting .304 with 2 RBIs. Here's a look at Griffin's numbers first. Griffin is 1-0 with a 2.35 ERA and a 104 whip. He gave up 2 runs in his first career start where he got the win. 7 2/3 innings pitched, 6 hits, 2 walks, 2 home runs, 5 strikeouts, a batting average against .214, and a line drive to the face for his troubles. And for the Sawteeth, the lineup will have Trips. After him, it's left fielder Bryson Stokes. Right fielder Michaela Compton, who's locked in. We did not get to play Compton last year. She was hurt when we played the Sawteeth. First baseman Valerie Painter, who's locked in. Catcher Harmony Strauss. Center fielder Super Samson. Second baseman Pepe Vinicio. Third baseman Ian Fielder. And shortstop, former freebooter himself, Dig Eforto. But yeah, looking at the Sawteeth lineup, it's mostly the same from last year. All of the first 8 batters were all on the team last season, except maybe Samson. I think he might have been here, though. And then Eforto, they picked up in the free agency, so here we go. Griffin's ready. Let's get it on. Two-seamer up, hit pretty deep by Trips. He got all of that, as that's in the left field seats to start the game. Leadoff homer for Trips, his first of the year, and that makes it a 1-0 early Sawteeth lead. Capitalizes on the mistake pitch from Griffin. That'll bring up the left fielder, Bryson Stokes, hitting a .188 with a homer, 2 RBIs on the year. Chase the two-seamer up and in this time, and Griffin gets the strikeout. 1 down. Going to bring up Compton, hitting .313 with 1 homer, 3 RBIs on the year. The right fielder is locked in here at the plate. So that was Griffin's first punch out of the day, his 6th on the season, as he's back to neutral mojo. We're bumping in, grounded up the middle, Reliable dives, you can't get there, and that's going to be a base hit. Compton on with a single here in her first at bat, puts her at first, 1 down. For the first baseman Valerie Painter, who's also locked in, hitting .300 with a homer, 3 RBIs. Painter in her 3rd year here in the league, all with the Sawteeth. Hard grounder and hold a second. Salmon dives, he can't get there, and that's a base hit in the right field. Second straight hit here for the Sawteeth, 3rd in the inning, as that's 2 on and 1 down now for Strauss, the catcher. A little tired, but nothing worse for wear. Batting .200 on the year with 2 RBIs. Quickly fouls off the first 2 pitches as she's 0-2. Griffin now tense again after the 3rd hit in the inning. Change up and in, chasing it is Strauss. 2nd punch out for Griffin. 2 down in the inning. That brings up Sampson, the center fielder, hitting .250 with 3 RBIs on the year. Down and in line to 3rd. Woody leaps, makes a nice catch, and that ends the inning as he keeps the 2nd run from scoring there on Sampson's blooper. Saltite, though, get a leadoff homer from Sash Trips to start the game as they take the 1-0 lead. Bottom 1, Woody, Pitts, and Ho do up first against Allmeyer. Woody, the 3rd baseman, leading off, hitting .348, 3 RBIs on the year. Here's a quick look at Allmeyer's numbers on the season. No decision in his first start. .284 ERA and a .142 whip. He gave up 2 earned runs in that start, going 6 1/3 innings. 5 hits given up with 4 walks. Struck out 7 batters. Batting average against a .208. So if he hadn't thrown those 4 walks, he probably would be into a 7th, possibly 8 inning start. Woody ready? Here we go. Cada now on the Allmeyer's line. He did not start the franchise with that, so that is a new trade he picked up at some point. 1-2 the count to Woody as K-Dot activates here. Slider down, hard up the middle, off the diving 2nd baseman's glove in the center. That's a base hit for Woody, as Vinicio couldn't quite get the glove on it. Leadoff man on for the Freebooters, and that brings up Pitts, hitting .435 in the year, a homer and an RBI for the 1st baseman. Has contact versus right-hander active here against Allmeyer. That's line left center field. That's going to be a base hit for Pitts, and it will be extra bases. Gets all the way to the wall. Pitts slides in with a double. Is 2nd and 3rd now with nobody down. That'll bring up Ho, the catcher, hitting .316. No homers or RBIs yet. He's also bad at playing a little tired, showing off that new trait he picked up at the end of last episode. Outside pitch. Hitter high, ball 1. Down and in, that's fouled off, 1-1. 2-1-2, the count now to Ho. Curveball away, line to right center. Vinicio there to make the catch, and he will double off Pitts at 2nd, who got caught napping. 2 down. Brings up Jennings, the center fielder, who's locked in, hitting .522 with 3 homers, 11 RBIs on the year so far through 5 games. Chase is a heater high, 0-1. High again, 2-1. Change up inside, misses, 3-1 the count. Fastball up. Jennings lines it to left field, but it's right at Stokes, who's going to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Freebooters get 2 hits, but a costly double play keeps them off the scoreboard to the 2nd. 1-0 the score. Vinicio, fielder, and Forto. Bottom 3 in the Southeast lineup due up. Second baseman Vinicio leading off, hitting .294 with an RBI on the year. Curveball down in the way, dribbled to 3rd. Woody charges and fires. In time, 1 down. Brings up fielder to the 3rd baseman, hitting .300 with 5 RBIs. Fastball down in the way, Fool's fielder. 3rd punch out for Griffin today. 2 down in the inning. That brings up Forto, shortstop, hitting a .188 with 2 RBIs on the year. Tough out activates for a fourth though. Grounder to third. Woody there for it cleanly. Fires to first. That's 1-2-3 inning for Griffin. To the bottom of the second, it's 1-0. Burnside reliable and Brown do up against Allmeyer. Here's Burnside hitting 471, locked in on the air. Also his contact versus right-hander active. Went 4 for 4 last game. Fastball down at the knees, line to right center field. That's a gapper for Burnside as he's going to find Patert as he gets all the way to the wall. Sampson gets it in, but it's a leadoff double as the tying runs in scoring position to start the inning. Reliable up now, hitting 435, 3 homers, 9 RBIs for the shortstop. He has power versus right-hander active as well as his low pitch trait. Change up at the mid, down the middle for a strike, 0-1. Slider at the knees, line to center field. That's a base hit. Burnside draws the throw from Sampson, and it's a good one, so runners will remain at the corners here with none down. Reliable now locked in, and that brings up the DH Brown, hitting 400, 2 RBIs on the year. Fastball up, Brown drives it deep to right field. That's deep enough to get the run in as Compton makes the catch easily. Tagging from third and scoring is Burnside, and the sac fly by Brown makes it a 1-1 game. He's a pole being the left fielder, hitting $154 with an RBI. Change up at the knees. Polbean gets out in front of it, hits it pretty well, left center field, but it's going to die in front of the warning track as Stokes makes the catch, 2 down. Now to bring up the 9-hitter, second baseman Cole Salmon. He's tense right now. It's a familiar sight, hitting 238 with a homer, 2 RBIs. A little late on that inside heater, 0-1. Curveball's just inside, 1-1. Away with the heater, 2-1. Curveball down at the knees, hit it hard up the middle, past the diving Benicio's glove into right center field. That'll be a base hit for Salmon. First and second here with 2 down. Keeps the inning alive here for Woody, who singled his first time up. Fastball at the knees, line to the second baseman. Benicio's holding the runner, and that ends the inning. To the third, we're still tied at 1. Trips, Stokes, and Compton do up here against Griffin. Trips up first, had the solo home run back in the first inning to start the game. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm sending a quick text message to somebody. Alright, and we're back. Okay, perfect. So we're going to be careful with Trips here as he has homered already. Lines that curveball up the middle. Salmon dives to his right to make the stop. 1 down. Great play, Cole. Making up for your lack of a bat. Here's Stokes, 0-1. Fouled off, 1-2 the count. Fastball away called, strike 3. Caught the high corner, and that's another punch up for Griffin. Bring up Compton, 1 for 1 with the single. That was Griffin's 4th today. Liner to first, hard under the glove of Pitts. That's going to be a base hit for Compton. Her 2nd hit today. She's 2 for 2. Keeps the inning alive for Painter, who singled as well in the first inning. Pick off the first, nothing doing as the runner gets back. Change up and in for a strike. Throw down is late, as that's going to be an easy stolen base for Compton. For Michaela, that's her first attempt of the year. She's 1 for 1. 2-1 the count here to Painter. Curveball down and in line to short. One hopper, reliable, cleanly fields it. Fires the first in time, and that ends the inning as they keep it off the board. Griffin gives up another hit, but he gets around it. Bottom 3, Pitts, Ho, and Jennings. Middle of the lineup due up against Allmeyer. Here's Pitts, 2 for 2, 1 for 1 today with the double. Locked in now as he was erased on a double play line out in the first inning. Fastball up and in line right center field. That's going to be a gapper's. It's going to get cut off by Sampson just before the wall. That holds Pitts to a single. He's 2 for 2 though. Second hit today. That'll bring up Ho, the catcher, 0 for 1. Lined into a double play his last time up. Good inside pitch from Allmeyer, 0 1. 0 2 the count to Ho. K-dot actives for Allmeyer. Just inside curve misses, 1 and 2. Fastball up and in, bloop to left center field and shallow. That's a tough play for Sampson. Slides, but he can't get there. He does field it cleanly though, so that'll hold Pitts to second base. First hit today for Ho, he's 1 for 2, and that brings up Jennings, 0 for 1. Low out his last time up. Change up away, skied to deep right center field. That's going to be pretty deep. Sampson over to make the catch, 1 down. Ho, Pitts tags, and he'll get the third. Runners at the corners after the fly out, 1 down. Here's Burnside, doubled his first time up and scored a run. Late on the high heat, 0 1. Fastball up, line down the right field line. Compton makes the catch for the second out as Pitts tags. Throw down is late. It's a sac fly for Burnside, 2-1 the score, Freebooters. Brings up Reliable, 1 for 1 with the single. Ho still over there at first. 2 down in the inning now. Good high heater from Allmeyer, 0 1. Good hold on that check swing changeup away, 1 1. Changeup at the knees, Reliable sits on it, hits it pretty deep. It's dead center field. Did he get enough? At the wall, leaping out of the reach of the center fielder. It's a home run for Reliable. His 4th this year. That 2-run shot makes it a 4-1 game as Allmeyer got a little too comfortable at the bottom of the zone. He's going to bring up Brown. Sac fly his last time up, driving in a run. No official at bat on the line score. RBI was his 3rd of the year as Allmeyer's 10th, following the homer. Whiffer activates for Brown in the 1-2 count. K-dot also activates for Allmeyer. And curveball caught the outside zone. Punch out for Allmeyer, and that ends the inning. I believe that's his first today. To the 4th. After the 3-run inning, Freebooters lead 4 1. Strauss, Sampson, and Vinicio do up against Griffin. There's Strauss 0 for 1. Swung over the curveball, 0 1. Chase the 2-seamer outside, 1 and 2 the count. Fastball up and away, fouled off. Strauss stays alive. Change it down below the knees, bounces, 2 and 2. Fastball up and in, fouled off. Go down and away, fouled off again. Strauss staying alive. 2-seamer inside. Popped up in front of the plate. Ho there for it. Catcher puts it away. 1 down. Brings up Sampson 0 for 1. Round up the middle. Salmon dives. You can't get there, and that's a base hit for Sampson as it sneaks through the infield into center field. 5th hit today for the Salties, and that brings up Vinicio 0 for 1. Sampson's a very good runner. I expect him to steal almost immediately. Don't think he'll go on the first pitch, though. I was right. Now he'll go. Damn it. There he goes on the pitch out. Throw down by Ho. In time to nail Samson as they guessed correctly on the steal attempt. For Samson, that's his second attempt of the year. He's now 1 for 2. 2 down in the inning. Base is empty for Vinicio, and he's got a 1-1 count. Check swing low on the two-seamer. 2-1. He's up and away is high. 3-1. Curveball up and away. Fouled off. Full count now. Fastball away, grounded up the middle. Salmon dives, knocks it down with the glove, but he can't secure it. It's an infield single for Vinicio. That keeps the inning alive here for the 8-hitter. Ian Fielder, third baseman, 0 for 1 today. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Griffin. Changeup down and in, fools him, and that's another strikeout for Griffin, his 5th today. That ends the inning. Another scoreless one, bottom 4. Polbean, Salmon, and Woody do up against Allmeyer. Polbean 0 for 1 today, flew out to left center his first time up. Two changeups outside to start the at-bat. Polbean ahead 2-0 in the count. Slider at the knees, hit pretty well, deep center field. Retreating to the warning track is Samson. Makes the catch in front of it, 1 down. Brings up Cole Salmon, 1 for 1 with a single. Fastball up and in, swung late, 0-1. Inside heater misses, 1-1. Slider away misses, 2-1. Fastball up and away, line to left field, and Salmon's on board with his second hit today. He's 2 for 2. 9-hitter coming in clutch. That sends it to the top. Here's Woody. 1 for 2 with a single. Lined out his last time up. Bouncing curveball, ball 1. Slider down the middle, lined up the middle. Another hit for Woody, his second today. He's 2 for 3. 2 on and 1 down now for Pitts. He's 2 for 2 today, double and a single his last time up. Allmeyer's 10th hit given up right there as he's in trouble. Tense once again. Good pitch at the knees, 0-1. Change up away misses, 1-1. Good take outside on the heater, 2-1. Change up away again, 3-1 the count to Pitts. That's a high fastball, ball 4. 5-pitch walk for Pitts. Loads the bases with 1 down for Ho, who singled his last time up. He's 1 for 2. Allmeyer stays out there. High heater misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees called a strike on the inside, 1-1. Heater inside misses, 2-1. Fastball up and in, fisted right center field. That's going to bloop in for a base hit. 1 run's going to score easily. Rounding third is another runner. Here's the throw. It's cut by Painter. She'll throw to second to get Ho out. But his 2-run single makes it a 6-1 game. Pitts at third, and that brings up Jennings, who's 0 for 2 today and locked in still. Curveball inside misses, ball 1. Curveball caught the low inside corner this time, 1-1. Slider inside, hit up the middle on the ground, and that's a base hit for Jennings. His first today, he's 1 for 3. And that's an RBI for him as well, as Pitts scores from third. 7-1, the Freebooters lead. 3rd run in the inning, and that brings up Burnside. Sac fly his last time up, scoring a run. He's also doubled, and that will do it for Allmeyer after 3 2/3 innings. Giving up, I believe, 11 hits and 1 walk, as well as the 7 runs. He's responsible for the runner at first as well. Hugh Jacobs coming on, the right-handed reliever. Jacobs on the year is 2-0 with a 0 ERA and an 0.83 whip. No earned runs given up in 3 appearances. He's thrown 6 innings of work, 3 hits given up with 2 walks. He's also struck out 4. Batting average against a .150 on the year for Hugh. Inside heater misses, ball 1. Jacobs comes in locked in as he's behind 2-0 in the count to Burnside. Slider caught the knees, 2-1. Slider at the knees, Burnside jumps on it, rips it in the left center gap. That'll be extra bases. Samson gets it off the wall as Burnside held to a double, trying to score as Jennings. Relay throw is in time to nail him though, and that ends the inning. Still, the Freebooters get 3 runs in the inning as they make it a 7-1 lead and chase Allmeyer from the mound. to the 5th. The 4th, though, trips and Stokes do up. Allmeyer leaves after giving up 12 hits and 1 walk. 12 and 1 walk. So that 13th hit goes to Jacobs. Here's the 4th, though, 0 for 1 today. Also tense. Sky ball to center field on the 2nd pitch as Jennings is back for it. Center fielder makes the easy catch, 1 down. Brings up trips, 1 for 2 with the solo homer today. One-two pitch coming from Griffin. Fouled off as he stays alive, chasing a fastball outside the zone. Two-seamer high, fouled off again. Still 1-2. Change up away, line to 2nd, 1 hopper. Salmon fields it cleanly, 2 down. That'll bring up Stokes, 0 for 2. First pitch curveball at the knees, just low, ball 1. Fastball down and in a strike, 1-1. Change up and in, caught a strike, 1-2. Two-seamer away, fouled off, still 1-2. Fastball down in the way, hard grounder to first, pits up the line, makes the stop, taps the bag, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Griffin as he's through the 5th and registered as the winning pitcher. Bottom 5, Reliable, Brown, and Polbean do up against Jacobs. Here's Reliable, solo home run his last time up. Or, I'm sorry. It was a 2-run homer, I believe. He's also single today. Slider low in the dirt, ball 1. Low again as it bounces, 2-0. Curveball in there for a strike, 2-1. Slider at the knees, Reliable hits it pretty deep, center field, but it dies at the warning track as Sampson makes the catch, 1 down. Brings up Brown, 0 for 1 today. He has a sac fly today, though. Flew out his last time up. Or struck out looking his last time up, sorry. 2-0 the count quickly to Brown. Slider at the knees, hard ripping the hole to short, knocked down by a 4-2 on the dive. He hurries and fires, but it's an infield single for Brown who beats it out. He's 1 for 2, and that brings up Polbean, 0 for 2 today. 2 flyouts on the line score. Curve inside misses, ball 1. Fastball at the knees, skied to center field. Should be an easy catch for Sampson, 2 down. That'll bring up the 9-hitter, Cole Salmon. 2 for 2 day for the second baseman so far as he's singled twice. Slider at the knees, lined in the left center field. That's a gapper. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Salmon on his way to second looking for double. He'll get there. And Brown will hold on at third. 2 in scoring position for Woody now, who's singled twice today. He's 2 for 3. Jacobs delivers. Fastball at the knees, hit up the middle. A 4-0 there to make the play, though, and the fires to first. That ends the inning. Still, Freebooters get 2 more hits as they're starting to wear him down to the 6th. 7-1 the score. Compton, Painter, and Strauss do up against Griffin. Compton 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. Griffin looking to avenge her here in the final time they'll face this game as he is tiring up over 80 pitches now as that's hit up the middle. Compton will get the better of him once again as that's her 3rd hit. That'll bring up Painter, 1 for 2 with a single today. Change it down and in low, ball 1. Pick off first, nothing doing. Ooh, chased the fastball way outside of the unattempted peach out. 1-1. Peach out. Pick off again, nothing doing as the runner holds. Ball down in the way, line to first, Pitts dives and cuts it off. He'll tap the bag for the first out, and they've got her in a rundown. Great play by Pitts, and he's going to force this a double play. And we'll let him tag her out as well as he does. It's an unassisted double play. That'll bring up Strauss 0 for 2 today. Grounded to first. Pitts right there. He'll make all 3 outs this inning himself, and that's a 1-2-3 inning, sort of, for Griffin as he gets through the 6th and registers the quality start. Bottom 6, Pitts, Ho, and Jennings do up against Jacobs.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 12.
Here's Pitts, 2 for 2 today. He's walked his last time up. He's also doubled and singled. For a ball below the knees, ball 1. Heater inside, 2-0. Slider inside, ripped deep to right center field. That's going to be another gapper for Pitts as one hops off the base of the wall. Sampson gets it in, and that's Pitts' second double today. He's 3 for 3. Leadoff man in scoring position once again for the Freebooters is Ho's up now. 2-run single his last time up, thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Slider away, hit up the middle, one hopper to Vinicio. He backhands and goes to first on the fielder's choice. Hits the third on the play, 1 down. That brings up Jennings. 1 for 3 today with an RBI single. His last time at the plate. Fastball at the knees. That's through the middle again for another RBI single as Pitts scores. 8-1 the score Freebooters. Second RBI today for Jennings as he extends his team lead. I bring up Burnside, 2 for 2 today. He's doubled twice. Doubled his last time up. He's also had a sac fly as Jacobs done after... Hold on, I gotta count this real quick. After an inning and 2/3, giving up 1 run so far. He's responsible for the runner at first as well. Coming on is right-hander Garrett Peck. I believe he's in his 2nd or 3rd year in the league. Peck has no record, a 7.71 ERA and a 150 whip on the year. 4 earned runs given up in 3 appearances, totaling 4 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 1 strikeout. Batting average against is .350, which is the highest out of the Sawtooth bullpen. He's also coming into this appearance tense. Burnside still locked in as that sidearm delivery almost made me go cross-eyed. Fastball away, line to first right at Painter. That's an unassisted double play, and that ends the inning as Peck gets out of it. Bad luck there, but we head to the 7th after tacking on another insurance run. 8-1 the score. Sampson, Vinicio, and Fielder do up. I'm going to let Griffin start the inning. But if he gives up a hit, I'm taking him out because he's up over 80. He's almost at 90 pitches here. Sampson up first, 1 for 2 today. Due to the count here as Griffin fights back. Ball down in the way in the dirt, bounces. Good check swing from Sampson. Full count now. Change up and in, fouled off. Two-seamer up and away, chases it. Oh, he checked it, and that's high ball 4, and that's going to put a runner on. First walk of the day for Griffin, and that's his last batter. 6+ innings of work for the rookie. Giving up, 1 run, 7 hits, and 1 walk. Striking out another 5 batters to match his total from his first start, in line for his 2nd career win. Coming out of the bullpen here. I'm going to go with who pitched last episode, right-hander Ariel Beefy. Beefy is 1-0 on the year. She got the win last episode. 3.86 ERA and a 1.29 whip. 1 run given up in 2 appearances, totaling 2 1/3 innings. 3 hits given up, with 1 of them a homer. She's also struck out 2. Batting average against for her, a 2nd-year reliever, is .300 on the year. She'll be facing Vinicio, 1 for 2 with a single. First pitch fastball down at the knees. Salmon dives and cuts it off. He has to go to first with it on the fielder's choice. 1 down, as Sampson runs very well. Runner at 2nd, 1 down for Fielder, who's 0 for 2. Slider up and away is outside, ball 1. Two-seamer middle away, lined at the middle. That's base hit for Fielder. His first hit today. He's 1 for 3. Jennings comes up throwing for the plate, and that holds Sampson to 3rd. Runners at the corners here with 1 down, and that'll bring up the 4th, though. 0 for 2 today. Ooh, got him with the changeup, 1-1. Down and in with it, 2-1. Fastball down in the way, swung over it, 2-2. Tough out active for Forto. K-Man active for Beefy. Slider away, line to first, hits, dives, makes the nice catch. Holds the runners at the corners, 2 down. Saved a run there, and that brings up trips. 1 for 3 with a leadoff solo homer in the game. Hitless since the first inning. First pitch changeup up and away, line to right center field. Burnside giving chase in the gap. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning as Beefy strands the runners. Bottom 7, 8-1 the score. Reliable Brown and Polbean do up against Peck. Shortstop Hester Reliables, 2 for 3 today. Flew out his last time up, but he has hit a 2-run homer and singled today. Good pitch from Peck. He's no longer tense after getting the double play to end last inning. Fast changeup away is dribbled to first. Painter makes the stop herself. 1 down. That'll bring up Brown, 1 for 2. Singled an RBI today. Singled his last time up. He's also hit a sac fly and struck out looking. Slider away, fouled off. 1-1. Changeup at the knees. Brown turns on it, rips it in the left field corner, and it hits off the fence just out of Stokes' reach, and that'll be a single for Brown, his second today. It's 2 for 3 today now. Brings up the 8-hitter Polbean, 0 for 3 with 3 flyouts today. Changeup inside, line softly left center field. That will drop in front of the sliding Samson. Base hit for Polbean, his first today. He's 1 for 4. Brings up the second-year second baseman Cole Salmon, 3 for 3 today. He doubled his last time up. He's also singled twice. Slider inside, hit up the third base line. It's a fair ball, cut off by fielder on the dive. In time to get Salmon by a step, 2 down. Second and third now for Woody, looking to drive in some more 2-out runs. Woody 2 for 4, singled his last time up. Slider middle of the plate, hard grip on the ground to second, but it's backhanded by Benicio cleanly, and that ends the frame. To the 8th, 8-1 still the score. Stokes, Compton, and Painter do up against Beefy. Here's Stokes, 0 for 3 today. Good fastball by Beefy to get ahead, 0-1. Looper to left center on the curve. That drops for a base hit. First hit for Stokes today. He's 1 for 4. Brings up Compton, 3 for 3. 3 singles today. Changeup aways outside. Ball 1. Fastball middle in, line to right field. That's going to be down for another base hit for Compton. She's 4 for 4. First 2 batters on in the inning with none down. Going to bring up Painter, 1 for 3 with the single. Ball at the knees on the first pitch, called a strike, 0-1. Two-seamer down and in, fouled back by Painter, 0-2. K-Man active for Beefy here. Fastball away, taken high, 1-2. Change up and in, fools her, strike 3. First punch up for Beefy today, 1 down in the inning. I bring up Strauss, 0 for 3. On the count here for Strauss. Slider inside misses, 3-1. Seamer up and in, hard up the ground on the third base line. Woody dives and cuts it off. Not in time to get to any of the runners. It's an infield single. Bases loaded now with 1 down for Samson. 1 for 2 today. Walked his last time up. He's also singled. First pitch 2-seamer inside, backs him off the plate. Ball 1. Swung over a high fastball, 1-1. About down in the way, called a strike at the knees, 1-2. Slider up and in, chases it inside. Another punch up for Beefy, 2 down in the inning. Benicio now with RBI man is up, 1 for 3 with a single, bases loaded, 2 down. Big spot here for the Sawtooth to get back in it. Beefy tiring, looking for 1 more out. Fastball inside misses, ball 1. Slider away, outside, 2-0. Two-seamer middle in, bloop foul by Benicio as he's late, 2-1. Changeup away is outside. 3-1. Curveball hangs. Skied by Benicio to center field. He got under it. Jennings out there for it. Makes the catch, and Beefy strands the bases loaded. Good pitching by Ariel. Bottom 8. Still 8-1. Pitts, Ho, and Jennings do up against Peck. Here's Pitts, 3 for 3 today. He doubled his last time up. He's also single, doubled, and walked previously. Strike at the letters, 0-1. Fastball away, line to left center field, but Sampson runs it down, 1 out. Brings up Ho, 2 for 4 today. He's singled twice, driving in 2 runs. Two 0 the count as Peck misses inside twice. Now misses high, 3-0. Composed activates for Peck as that fastball's at the letters, 3-1. Fastball up. Ho drives it down the right field line, hooking foul. Running it down is Compton, though, in the corner, 2 down. Brings up Jennings, 2 for 4 today. He's singled in 2 runs. Slider up and in, he jumps on it, hits it deep to the right center gap. Can that get between the fielders? Not quite, as Sampson runs it down on the warning track, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Peck. To the 9th, it's still 8-1. Fielder at fourth, though, and Trips due up here. Beefy done after 2 innings of relief work. She gives up no runs in the appearance, strikes out a few batters as well, striking out 2 to be exact. We're going to lift her for a right-hander, Rohan Sherman, the second-year reliever. Sherman, no record, has a 4.50 ERA and an 0.75 WHIP. He's given up 2 earned runs in his 2 appearances this season, totaling 4 innings, which is the most out of the bullpen. 3 hits given up, 4 strikeouts recorded, and a batting average against a 200, which is the best. Looking to have a shut down 9th inning here to finish the game off for us as Fielder's up first. I believe he's 1 for 3 today. Two on the count here from Sherman. Change up at the letters, 2-2 as K-Dot activates for the reliever. Curveball down and in, just low, full count. Fastball up and away is high, ball 4. First walk today for Sherman. Leadoff man on here for a fourth, though, 0 for 3. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. Curveball middle in, swung through it, 0-2. Tough outing K-Dot activate for the respective players. Change it down the middle, line down the right field line. That's going to be the first hit today for a 4-0. It'd probably be extra bases as well. No, it'll be just a singles. Burnside gets it in. Runners at the corners now. That'll flip it over for Trips. 1 for 4 with the home run today. Fastball called a strike at the letters, 0-1. Curveball down, bounces, ball 1. Change up away, way out in front of it, 1-2. Fastball up and in, chases it inside. First punch out for Sherman, 1 down. Brings up Stokes, 1 for 4 today with a single. Curveball middle in. Check swing for a strike, 0-1. Fastball up and away, fouled back, 0-2. Change it down and away. Dribbled in the hole to first. Pitts dives, he can't get there. Salmon dives, he gets there. Fires to Pitts in time to get the second out as the runner scores on the ground out. 8-2 the score. Going to bring up Compton, 4 for 4 today with 4 singles, looking to keep the game alive. First pitch change it down and away. Fouled off, 0-1. Fastball inside misses, 1-1. Change it down and in is low, 2-1. Curveball away, line to left field. That's a base hit for Compton. Her 5th hit today. She's 5 for 5. Runners at the corners with 2 down, and here's Painter, 1 for 4 with the single.
Number 51.
2-0 the count as Sherman misses twice. Curveball down, ripped hard at the middle past the diving Salmon's glove in the right center field. Jennings comes up throwing for third. Runners at the corners, this is an RBI for Painter, 8-3 the score. Here's Strauss, 1 for 4 with the single. First pitch curveball inside is a strike, 0-1. Curve up and in is popped up. Second base, Salmon there. He's calling for it. Makes the catch, and the Sawteeth lose their first game of the year as the Freebooters win 8-3. Good offensive day as we crushed Allmeyer, getting 7 runs off the starter. Tacked on an insurance run in the 6th. Almost came apart in the 9th, but managed to bounce back and shut the door. Good offensive day for us. Looking at the box score for the Sawteeth, everybody got a hit. Compton, the big star, with 5 hits. Home run for Trips, and then an RBI ground out for Stokes, and an RBI single for Painter. On the other side, everybody in our lineup got a hit as well. 3 hits for Salmon at the bottom, 3 hits for Pitts. He also walked. 2 hits for Woody, Ho, Jennings, Burnside, Reliable, Brown. 2-run homer for Hesto, Reliable. RBI double for Burns. RBI sac fly for Burnside. Sac fly for Brown as well. Jennings singled twice, driving in 1 run apiece, and Ho a 2-run single. Pitching lines, Allmeyer takes the loss, 3 2/3 innings, 12 hits, 7 runs given up with a walk, a strikeout, and a homer. He falls to 0-1. Jacobs an inning and 2/3 out of the pen, giving up 5 hits and an earned run, and Peck 2 2/3 innings, giving up only 2 hits. On our side, Griffin, the rookie, goes 6+ innings, gets the win. He proves to 2-0. 7 hits given up with a walk, an earned run, a homer, and 5 strikeouts. Beefy, 2 innings scoreless out of the pen, giving up 4 hits and striking out 2. And Sherman, an inning out of the pen, giving up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, a strikeout, and a walk. Pitcher player of the game with the 2 doubles and the 3 runs scored. Reliable, the runner-up with the 2-run homer. And then Compton, the 5-for-5 day, is the 3rd-place finisher. Very, very good outing. Keep our winning ways going, as that's our 2nd win in a row again. We're up to 4-2. Hopefully we can get a winning streak higher than 2 games in a row this year. Alright, let's sim up to the next game, see what we're dealing with here. So we do beat the Sawteeth. That's their first loss of the year. That was great. No one expected us to win that, I bet. Eaters staying perfect at 6-0. Okay, we need to start watching them. Overdogs finally win their first game of the year. And the Sandcats taking on the last place Sirloins here. Sirloins come back to win 3-2 as they improve to 3-4 and move up to 3rd place. Alright, so with that win, we now have a full game lead on the Wild Pigs as the rest of our division was off here in the simulation. We're looking pretty good so far. We got the best run differential in our conference as well, so that's pretty good. Next time out, it is a battle with the 2nd place Wild Pigs here, as we're going to be at home for it. Wild Pigs come in at 3-3. They're going to send veteran Durbin Holmes to the hill once again, the 4th time we've played him in this series. We won 1 of those games, and he's won the other 2. Holmes is 1-0 on the year with a 3.38 ERA and a 1.50 WHIP. And we will be sending former Herbisaur starter Tusker Fuss in his 2nd year with us. He's locked in with a 1-0 record, 1.13 ERA, and an 0.88 WHIP. Should be a good pitchers matchup there. Looking around the league, Doug Nerdwood goes to the Sirloins, replacing reliever Harmony Smith. Whopper Batsman, the bench player, is released by the Crocodons for Roberto Alba, the infielder. B-Wolves signed center fielder Razzie Dazzler to replace veteran Slapper Gloop. So, good outfielder available in the pool. Alright, that's it. Okay. Any good right fielders yet? I want to check that. Because, I mean, clearly Lackey Luster's not hitting this year, so... It's still only Hernandez. I'm not sold on any of them yet. The only decent outfielder is Fuller, and he's regressing too, so probably not the guy you want to sign at 34. Alright, worth a shot to look. Anyway, let's look at the player development options here. Okay, so I do like this one for Fuss. This one for Farmer is a good one. Okay, improving her velocity and accuracy, which she already has pretty decent of. Not going to be able to afford this one for Noel. Not going to afford this one for Griffin, plus it's a bad chance for K-Dud. Let's see, for Sherman, he could use velocity and junk, not going to lie. That'll be here next time though, and I'm not going to risk this for Freeman. Although I might actually do it because he's a catcher, he doesn't run well to begin with, so him having bad jumps might not be a bad thing, but then again, it's kind of stupid because his power is already so good. I think I'll hold off on this because it's a little expensive too. I want to get this one for Sherman, definitely. If I get this one for Fuss, I will still have enough to get this for Sherman next time. but then I won't have enough to get this one for Farmer. Ooh. Does Fuss really need this? Probably not. I would rather improve his junk anyway. Plus, he's not like one of our young guys like Sherman or Farmer. So I think we'll save our money this time around. Save up and get those two next time. All right, let's set the lineup here. Call it a day. Woody going to lead off at third once again, followed by Reliable at shortstop. Pitts at first base locked in. Jennings in center locked in. Ho still in there at catcher. Brown DHing. Burnside again, left this time with Luster back in the lineup in right. And Salmon at the bottom of the lineup again at second base. Alrighty, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. We had a very good game against the Sawteeth. Roughed up their starter, Thrash Allmeyer. Never looked back, winning 8-1, ending their undefeated start to the season. And we extend our division lead to 1 game as we play the second place team next episode. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off.